So I got home last night. This guy was doing okay, but this morning he was acting very odd, just kind of standing there, no energy, really having a hard time even standing without wobbling like he was drunk. And his body temperature is 97.6, which is really low. A dog's normal temperature should be 100 to 101. And he was drooling. He's real bubbly. His tongue is kind of purplish. Can you see that? Let me see the gums, buddy. His gums were whiter earlier, but I'm showing you some of these things because you should know some symptoms. But he's acting in shock, and it may just be from dehydration. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I wasn't here. I was out of town. So anyway, I'm giving him some fluids. I'm going to see if then I gave him some dextrose. We're going to see if that perks him up, and then we might be making a trip out to the vet. Hey, buddy. We are maybe 3 hours after giving fluids. His body temperature is back up. We had to sit outside for a little bit. Oh, he's starting to be more reactive to noticing me, giving me kisses, wagging his tail. Let's look at your mouth. His color's coming back. His tongue is not nearly as purple as it was. We don't have the same tackiness in his saliva. It's not as sticky. I don't see the bubbles. He's not drooling. So definitely the fluids and dextrose are doing their work. I think he just had some electrolyte imbalance. He wasn't drinking enough, and while we were gone. And when they're not drinking enough, their circulation will decrease as their blood gets thicker, it gets sludgy, which means then it's not carrying enough oxygen to the tissues. It makes it harder for them to breathe, and their body temperature will go down. They can't regulate the body temperature. You'll start to see their tongue get bluish purple, and that's a sign of hypoxia, where they're not getting enough oxygen to their tissues. So once we got his temperature elevated, I basically just put a bunch of towels in the dryer, and after I gave him some fluids, wrapped him up kind of like a burrito in the nice warm towels. And then I actually, because it's warmer outside than it is inside, we just came outside after a while when he was feeling a little better and perking up, and sat outside. So he's actually starting to pant, which is good because he wasn't doing that before. And it is hot out here. And I checked his temperature, and it was back up to 100.7, which is in the normal range. Before, it was 97.3. So we got it up to 100.7. And definitely his body condition, his gait is improving. He's not as wobbly. He's able to get up faster. He's still kind of weak. He doesn't have a lot of energy. Yeah, I know. Go on. But definitely the fluids are working. It's just a little bit slower when you're doing sub-Q fluids. So we're seeing improvement with every hour. So I think pretty soon we'll be back to normal. He's drinking on his own. Sometimes he throws it up. His body still isn't quite ready for enough water in his stomach. So just little bits of water he can have at a time. And I think by later this evening he's going to be moving a little bit faster and even being a little bit more energetic. But now that I'm starting to see his tail wag at times, and like just him moving around on his own, I had to coax him to take every step. And now he's coming. I mean, I could barely get him to take a step just even an hour and a half ago. He was too weak. Yes. You're doing better. All right. Okay, here's Fiasco. We've got his spectrotherapy laser coat on. It helps with circulation and healing. We use it a lot to help them with their muscles, but it does help bring oxygen to their muscles better. So he was having circulation problems with the dehydration. So I figured I might as well put the coat on him, and that could help him. He's just been resting comfortably. Before he was not willing to rest comfortably. I think it was hard for him to breathe, so he wouldn't lay on his side, and he just seemed very not at ease. So right now he's been just kind of resting. Fiasco, do you want to get up? Let's see if he's responsive. Fiasco. Hey, babe. Here. You want to get up? I think you're comfy. Can you get up? And he was having a hard time where he could not get up. So we'll see if that's changed. Yes, go here. Let's see. Oh, that's good. Here. I know you're still weak. Here. Can you get up, bud? Good boy. Oh, that's much faster to get up. I mean, he could not get up. I had to physically assist him. Oh, and you're going to walk in here? I think he's just tired now. You saying hi? Hey, here. Hi. Oh, yeah. Let's turn some lights on in here. He's probably going to get some water. When I found him, he wanted water, but he would just stare at the bowl, and he couldn't drink any. So, yeah, this is definitely improving. This is just going to be hour by hour here until we get his electrolytes balanced again. And, you know, I was gone for 5 days, so I think it just caught up to him that he wasn't drinking as much and was out in the heat and running around while I was gone. We'll get him back to normal, but this is good. This is good. Okay. Oh, you're happy. That's good. Yes. All right. Just wanted a little update on you, huh? So right now we're basically 6 hours out from when I found him, just outside in his yard, where he was really not responsive. Couldn't really get up. Once he got up, he couldn't really move, and was obviously having problems drooling, staggering, and very cold to the touch. And now he's not cold to the touch. No, you're good. Okay. Sometimes you got to act quick, but you got to know the signs too. And it was obvious that he was in shock, and I could tell he was dehydrated. He's still probably dehydrated. When you check their condition here. Okay, buddy, it's hard to do this in video. Let me see. Now he's got more energy, but you could kind of pinch the skin, and he didn't have good, it didn't go back very quickly. We're not going to be able to see this here. Let's see. You know, you can do the neck. That's what most people do. And I've already put sub-Q fluids in them, so the snapback is going to be a little bit different. But sometimes you can do it on the head and on the legs, and you can see how that didn't go right back. It should snap right back. If it stays after you pinch it, see how I let it go and it's going back slowly. You can do it on his nose. That was showing me that he was definitely dehydrated. Can't really tell here because I've put fluids in him, so the snapback looks pretty good, but really it's just because I've already treated him. Moving around pretty good now. I just took his coat off. He actually moves better without that because he's not used to wearing it. You're looking good. You had some water? Oh, get a little tail wag. He just peed, so it's good. He's starting to pee again because I don't know that he was producing much urine. Good boy. What do you think? Oh. Yeah, okay. Looking good? You go play a little bit? Energy's starting to come back? He likes to do circles. He's starting to do his circles. I know. Hi. All right. Daddy's freaking out. Hey, Daddy. Yeah, I know.